So, hello everyone. Now, let's dive into this reading. This reading is about somebody who's representing the collective, and I'm going to read that person's energy. And the energy is pretty intense, and it's about a strong individual who had gone through a lot. So I'm being shown that there was a time you were codependent on someone, you were obsessed by someone, and you gave a lot of love, unconditional love to this person. Okay, and I will not stick to just romantic connection or platonic connection. For some of you, I think it could be pretty much platonic also, and for some of you, it could be a romantic connection. But the love that you gave into this relationship or this connection was like it was from your heart and soul. Okay, but unfortunately or fortunately, I would like to say that this person was not emotionally available for you the way they could have been or they should have been. And I feel that it was not 100% love, unconditional love from this person's side. There was some kind of manipulation as well, or there was confusion, or it was not like they were letting you go also. They kept you around, and they made sure that you stick around. Every time you would try to go away, or every time you would question them, you would ask this person like, or you would just. There were times where you were like you did feel very detached. So you were minding your own business and you were going about doing your own things. That's the time this person held back. That's the time this person would not let you go. Let's say you had an argument with this person, okay, in the evening, and they said something really mean to you, and by the next day morning or afternoon, or let's say by evening, the next evening, they would connect with you multiple times, and they would say sorry to you for hurting you, or whatever they did to you. So that's why I said it can be platonic person also, it can be a very good friend, or it can be a parent, or it can be a sibling bond. But whatever it is a strong connection. Okay, it's if it's romantic also, then now maybe this person is in your life pretty strongly. So back then there was a time when you were very naive. I think you were innocent, you were naive, and you really would go by what people say instead of looking at what they do. 100% you would not look at what they do, or this person was doing certain things right for you, like they knew that this is your weak spot, or they knew that this is how they can make you be around them in certain capacity, in a strong capacity. So every time you were going away from this person would make efforts to convince you, to make sure that you give them your time and attention and focus, though you did give them benefit of doubt. Okay, but this person was scared of their own emotions. They would do a lot of mind games. I mean, if there was 50% love, then 50% is definitely manipulation and mind games and a lot of other things which were not pure. So 50%, yes, there was pure love, pure connection, but 50% they were also thinking, so it's good, if I hang out with this person, these are the benefits that I'm getting from this person. They were looking for certain benefits. Now, I'm not going to say this person was wrong or right. I would simply say that sometimes we have all these connections in our life that help us to level up, that teach us something. So you did learn from this person. They just knew how to sort of love you and trigger you at the same time and manipulate you, intimidate you. You were kind of, this person was dominating. Okay, they had this really dominating energy, like very confident energy. They just knew that, like they had this thing about themselves. They have it like now they don't obviously have it anymore. Now I think they don't possess it anymore because you have outgrown this person's energy, and you had to go through a lot of emotional up and down, and you had to cry a lot, you had to go through a lot, you had to figure it out. Maybe you did a lot of journaling because this person's confidence was more like they just knew that I can do anything and I can get away with it, and still this person is going to be with me, or they are going to be with me exactly how I want this person to be. Okay, so that's the kind of confidence they had, and you knew it. Like this person has that kind of confidence that they can do whatever they want, they can lie to you, they can, I mean, lying is literally not even that big, they were lying to you, they were doing a whole lot of things which you were ignoring. You ignored many times because as a person who believes in energy healing or energy work, you did look at this person like, okay, they are helping me to level up, and let's see what all they can do. Other than that 50% of love, what are the other things they can do? And I think that time you were also codependent on this person. You were still you were very vulnerable at that point in time. You were probably also, you didn't have that many people around you, or the people you had around you, they were not loyal companions, 100% loyal companions or loyal friends, or you did not get the right support from your family, or whosoever mattered to you. So it was like they were there, but they were literally not there. People were there. If you look at the crowd was there, but nobody really from their heart was with you, and this person was manipulating you. And I think even now this person is like that. They are still manipulating you, but they still show you 50% love, and you are bored with that. You're bored with this dynamic because you are not a person who does 50%. You are a 100% person. You give your heart out 100%. You give your commitment 100%. What really happened in this case is that when you met this person, let's say, or whenever this dynamic is going on in your life, even if let's say you knew this person from long, you were going through this really deep transformation and this really important phase of your life. It could be some kind of time frame as per your chart, as per your planetary positions. You know that everything is predestined and pre-written, especially for people who are doing inner work as well. So you were going through like big change in your life, and for that you needed some kind of uh, push. Okay, and this person gave you that perfect platform. Even let's say, even with family members and friends, when you're going through this transformation, when you're going through awakening, they might have been doing a lot of things earlier which you were not able to recognize as toxic behavior or um, manipulative behavior. Love is a very interesting thing to learn. Unconditional love, especially. Very few people actually put 100% pure love with everyone they deal with, because they are going to be well wishers to everyone, they will be positive to everyone. That's why people get attracted to them. But these people are literally very rare. Most people are trying to create some kind of a scenario or manipulate something, someone. But one thing is there: when these rare kind of people, when they have to shift, when they have to become who they are, then they need fodder. So you, whosoever resonates with this, you needed someone to treat you this way, so that you can uh, learn from it, and you can outgrow from it. This was written for you, okay? This was pre-written for you. They had to reject you, or they had to play with you, they had to manipulate you, they had to play games with you, they had to hurt you, they had to abuse you in certain way, like verbally, emotionally, maybe in some cases little bit of physical abuse is also there. But you were taking it all, you were taking it all, you were taking it all. And then came a point where you were disgusted. Disgust is a very, very good place to be in, because disgust, when you are so disgusted, that's where you change. Because you're like, oh my god, you know what, this is too much. I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to take this shit anymore. So I will not take it anymore. And from that point onwards, you can change, because after you get disgusted with something, you can decide. And that's really important place to be in. The decision is very important. So you got pretty annoyed with it, and like you were so many times you felt neglected, ignored. You felt like you're literally there, but they don't see you, they don't care about you, kind of thing. And it's not a nice place to be in. You were in that place out of love, because you really wanted love and you believed in that 50% a lot, okay? And you were like, this is the real thing, but it's not the complete thing, it's not the complete picture. But now, if you resonate, you get it, okay? And this is helping you to create a reality which is really close to your signature frequency, who you really are. So maybe at that point in time you had to go through it, because you had to recreate your identity, you had to do a lot of purging, you had to do a lot of shedding, like how some animals shed their skin and new skin has to come, or new wool has to come. Let's say it's a sheep or it's a snake, you know how nature beings are. So you had to do that too, you had to go through that process, because now wherever you're going, because you have also been working on yourself for quite some time, okay? And there were certain lessons that you had to learn about how people should treat you. And if you have to grow in your business, let's say you have a business, or let's say you have a career, or you have whatever is in your mind, whatever you want to get, if you want to grow in it, then with the old identity it cannot happen. You needed, and or you still need, a complete identity makeover and identity shift, so that you can experience the reality that matches with your frequency, your signature frequency. And uh, it should not have those aberrations, or it should not have those distortions, because you deserve to fully do whatever you want to do. As per this reading, in order to rebrand or recreate, or become the new identity, you have to release a lot of traumas, a lot of wounds, and you have to really face your own self, the old self. That self has to go out of the way. So you had to do all of this work. And there was a mirroring that was also happening. So let's say you're very naive about something, okay? You're naive and innocent, and some people come along and they take you for granted, and they go like, yeah, this person is very nice, so I can do whatever, I can say whatever, I can expect them to be available all the time for me. And you were like, no, you cannot. At first you were like, okay, I'll do it for you, I'll do it for you. Why? Because I'm nice to you. I'm nice to you, I understand your pain, I understand the trauma, the suffering, and all of that, blah, 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 whatever stories they told you. But this person, these people, or this person is not really, even if they can see your gift, they can see your gift, and they're probably even using it, because every time they cry in front of you, they crib in front of you. In some cases, I'm saying, if they tell you, they purposely tell their problems to you so that you become the problem solver. You can do it energetically also. or you can do physical effort also for them. But they were telling you everything because they knew that you're the kind of person who is available for people, who likes to help people, who likes to take care of people. But I think here you have figured things out. Now you don't want to just help people just like that. You don't want to do it for free anymore. Your time really matters, and you've done a lot of things for people, and those people didn't value it. They knew your nature, but they didn't value it. They played games with you, they took you for granted, all of those things. Okay, so because of whosoever it is, you have figured things out, or you're on the way of figuring things out. You could be either on your way, or you have already figured it out. That your new version, your new version uh, is the one is the one that you want to stick to, because it feels much better. You feel more confident, you feel more at ease. You're no longer codependent, because earlier you were so codependent that you had to, like, you could see the problems with this person, you could see a lot of issues, but you were just holding on to the angelic side, the good side, the nice side, the saintly side they were showing to you. And you were like, okay, this is it, I don't need more, I don't need more than this is fine with me. But then you realize that it's not the complete picture. It's definitely not the complete picture, which hurt you a lot, because you were not pretending. You were not pretending at all. You were just being honest, sincere, dedicated, devoted, present. Everything you could do, from putting in finances, from putting in emotions, from putting in mental energy, you were doing everything. And now you're like, can't do anymore. So you outgrew this person, or these, let's say it's not just one person, maybe it's a bunch of people. It's like sort of a group also, I can say, in some cases. You are like, no, this doesn't work for me. This doesn't work for me, and I don't need it anymore. And I will figure it out. And you learned, you manifested, you are manifesting. You learn to let go of all the rigmaroles they put you through. 50% love, 50% rigmarole, 50% peace, 50% chaos. You're done. You're like, okay, I can enjoy chaos. Like, you want to enjoy chaos. In fact, this is how you learned. You started enjoying your suffering, the pain you were getting, the suffering you were getting, the misery you were getting. Instead of reacting to it, instead of getting scared by it, bothered by it, you started enjoying it. You said, I will still enjoy. And those people, whosoever they are not used to this kind of response. This type of identity, they are not used to it. This boldness, this fearlessness, this risk-taking attitude, and you're not even like taking some kind of risk that they show in movies. You're literally choosing yourself minute by minute. Whenever you are conscious and aware about it, or whenever you feel that, okay, this is the point, like, sometimes 2 hours go by but you're not choosing. Suddenly you're like, okay, I need to choose this feeling, or this way of discernment, instead of just feeling bad. Why should I feel bad? You've been asking these questions. What am I feeling bad about, and why? Something happened in your reality. You know what interesting thing is, if you really love deep psychology, or I would call it deep metaphysics, I don't even want to use the word psychology. It could also be situational stuff. Like, let's say it's not a person. For some of you, it's not a person, specific person. You recognize it now, that energy, and it's not even a cluster of people you want to refer to, but you understand this more as a mental energy. that every time this happened to you, XYZ, whatever situation happened in your life, your reaction was a certain way. And now you're like, why am I reacting like this? Why do I have to behave like this? Why do I have to feel this way? Why do I have to act this way? Why can't I act in another way? In some other way? Why this way only? Why do I always do this? So you started questioning your own reaction and responses, and this will apply to some people. So when you shift into this new reality that you've created, you are going to see something new as well in your life, and the people who triggered this might also be around, might not be completely in that capacity, but they're going to be around you, and they will not have the same kind of impact that they had earlier. I mean, they're still around, you still talk to them, but they cannot pull your push your buttons the way they used to. Like, they're doing the same things pretty much, but you don't care. And I think it took you some time to plan it out as well. Like, let's say it took you 3 months or 2 months to figure it out, and then plan things out where you created your own sanctuary, or you are creating it, or you have created it. You are creating this space around you which feels like you're not scared of anything. There was a time you were scared of losing these people or this specific person. You were scared of them hurting you also. But now you're like, okay, go ahead, hurt me, use me, try to use me, try to manipulate me. I am going to enjoy all of it. And because you keep doing it, you become a pro at it. And then the same people do not have that kind of impact on you anymore. Like, they cannot trigger you anymore. They cannot trouble you anymore. They have to be nice to you. They don't have any other option but to be nice to you. Because what you're showing to them is, you know what, you got your opportunity, you got your time, but what did you do? You took me for granted. Like, this is how they see you now, that you're having this talk, like this kind of talk, that you did give them time, you did give them an opportunity, you give them multiple of opportunities actually uh, to be nice to you, but they always chose to be 50% good and 50%, it was like they chose it to show it to you, that side, that crazy side, that psychotic side, the psycho, the selfish one, the mean one, the narcissistic side, and many a times I think um they even acted like they can't do anything. So, a victim mentality, like they always act like, oh, I can't do it, look at me, I'm so this, I'm so that, I'm not capable of doing anything. So they would use it. Basically, they don't want to do anything for you, they don't want to make the effort, but they're going to show or pretend like, oh, they are so incapable of doing it. So this is also being shown to me, the pretending of being incapable, or pretending pretending to be someone you have to submit to. Like, I'm the boss, you gotta listen to me. And it was all like uh, trying to take away your confidence. It was like, okay, you have to be docile in front of me, you have to please me, you have to act this way in front of me. That's the only way I can be around you. If you want me around, then you have to do this all these things for me. You have to serve me, to be my slave, kind of thing. And you probably did that, I mean, out of love, out of fear of losing this person, or fear of hurting them, like what if they get hurt. But then after a point you realize that, okay, this is like too much, this is too much. So boundaries were created, you created fresh new boundaries, you incorporated some lessons, and you started, actually you picked up from these people only. When you saw how selfish these people are, when you saw that they're just not willing to change, they're just not willing to be nice, they're just not willing to show their humane side, you are like, to hell with you guys, to hell with you specific person, or to hell with you the cluster. Maybe in that cluster you could see that somebody was nicer comparatively, but they are also under manipulation, or they also don't understand. If you try to have a chat with them, and if you try to say to them, let's do it like this, they'll be like, no, I don't think I can go against the whole group. So there is this mentality, like for some people they are literally programmed that way, they don't know it, they are not in awareness, so they are going to, they are going to act like they don't have a say, they don't know, they don't know how to do it. So even with those people you need to have boundaries, because you can't just keep pleasing all of them, because they are not strong, they are weak, they are not risk takers, they are not choosing the right thing, they don't know it yet, but you know it and you have to do it. So yes, I think this is where I will close this collective reading. And for personal sessions, one-on-one sessions, all the details are in description box. Whether you are looking for a single energy healing session or a full course, full therapy, or you're looking for a reading, um, like either you could be looking for a twin flame astrology reading for which you need your birth details, or you could be looking for an intuitive reading, intuitive plus tarot. Just go through the list, whatever you resonate with, whatever you resonate with the most, like strongly it pops out, that's the one you probably want to do as inner work. Okay, so I will see you in the next one. One love, peace out, and Victor to Ram.